Alright guys, so we are going to get right into this twist out. This is how I do it on myself and how I do it on all of my clients pretty much for the most part. You do want to start with your hair being 100% saturated with water. I already have my leave-in conditioner in my hair. The only product I'm going to be using today is the MIELLE Organics, the pomegranate and honey, and this is the coil sculpture custard. Try saying that 3 times fast. So we're going to get into it. These are the only 2 products that I'm going to use while my hair is wet. When my hair is dry, we're going to be using a little bit of avocado oil to separate them. So the key to a perfect twist out is taking your time. There's no other way around it. You have to take your time. So I like my twist outs to go this way just because I like my hair to fall this way. So you want to make sure you part it or have it in the direction that you want it to be. So I've already brushed and detangled this side, so we're just going to go right on in. So you guys can see I have a part on this side of my head. It is not super like defined, because I don't really care for it to be that way because I like to fluff it out after, but that's totally up to you on how you like to do it. A key thing with this, especially for beginners, is making sure your parting for your actual twist out is super duper neat. The reason why you want it to be neat is because you don't want to grab hair from any other section in your head. So you can see that is really clean. Alright. Alright you guys, so I'm going to take a little bit of the custard. And you can use custard, you can use butter, you can use cream, you can use mousse. It's just kind of figuring out what your hair likes. Again, I am high porosity, so my hair soaks up all of the water that it can take. So I like to have a heavier product to weigh it down and make sure it is nice and defined. So I'm just going to brush that through. It smells so good. So we're going to take that section and then we're going to split it at the top. So you can see I have 2 separate sections. The top that I split into 2, the top piece, I'm going to split that into 2 again. I'm going to try to make them as even as possible. Now on this side of your head, this is my left side, you want to go counterclockwise, meaning everything on this side should go away from your face until you get into the middle of your head, or right in the middle of the occipital bone, which is this bone right here, y'all. And then you want to start going towards your face. So we're going to take those 2 pieces, we're going to twist. This should never touch until they meet in the middle. So you want to twist as you're going. So I'm actually twisting it as I'm going, and I'm picking up a piece of hair from the front, twisting that in, twist, pick up a piece of hair from the front, twisting that in, twist, pick up a piece of hair from the front, twisting that in, twist again, pick up a piece of hair from the front, twisting that in. Again, it's nice and separated. You see there's no hair in between it. It's just these 2 pieces of hair. And I'm picking up from the front as I go. Now, when there's no more hair to pick up, these 2 strands are nice and separate by themselves. We want to twist, meaning twist it around and then wrap. Twist it around, then wrap. Twist it around, then wrap. Twist it around, then wrap. I'm going to say it a million times until you hear my voice while you're doing it. Twist it around, then wrap. What this does is it actually locks that twist in and creates that nice defined curl. Now you can do these as big or as small as you want. I'm doing them on the smaller side today. So I'm twisting all the way till I get down to the end. And then I just like to coil my ends with my fingers, again still going away from my face. So boom, that's one twist. Nice clean part. Really flat against the head. Let's move on. Now I'm taking another clean part. Nice and clean. I'm going to take this section that I'm not using and wrapping that up. I'm going to comb through one more time because you can never detangle too much. That is another key with any type of twist out, whether you're doing flat twist or you're doing 2-strand twist, 3-strand twist, braid outs. You want your hair to be super detangled. So we're going to work that custard through. I'm going to split at the top. You can do this with a comb, but I just do it with my finger. I'm going to split a piece at the top, making sure it's separate. That piece that you took at the top, split that in half as even as possible. Then you want to twist. Grab a piece of hair from the front. I like to use my my middle finger to grab that piece from the front and twist. Grab a piece from the front, twist, wrap. Grab a piece from the front, twist, wrap. Okay, so now we're going to get right to the back of the hair. And in the back, take a medium-sized section, about as big as these twists. That's the same thickness that I want. So I split that section into two. I take a little bit of my custard again, work that through. So instead of picking up as I go, I'm just going to split that whole section into two. I'm still going to twist as I'm going. So as I rotate my hand, I twist, then I wrap. I twist, then I wrap. Onto the front. Pro tip, and here is the tea. If you are low porosity, you definitely want to start in the front of your hair. There's no way around it. With low porosity, you guys tend to lose moisture, and I don't mean you guys like put y'all in a group, but people who are low porosity tend to lose moisture in the front of their hair faster than in the back of their hair. I definitely recommend using a warm spray bottle. No matter if your hair is retaining a lot of moisture, just keep it on the side, and just in case you lose moisture in any area. Now, if you're high porosity, you can start in whatever section you would like. If you're somewhere in the middle, you probably want to gear towards starting in the front of your hair first and then working your way to the back. Now in the front, we're going to start flat twisting again. So I'm going to take a nice clean section. Once again, guys, remember that clean section is going to allow you to avoid pulling hair from any other section. I look like the Grudge. We're going to detangle that section out. So again, I have a nice clean section in my hair, and this is going to prevent grabbing from this section of my hair. This is very important, like I said, especially for beginners, because I know sometimes your heads can get crisscross and go every which way, so you want to keep as much control over your hair as possible. As I spill custard everywhere, you want to keep as much control over your hair as possible. So we're going to work that custard through. Now guys, remember I said in the front of your face on the right side it's a little bit different. Instead of going away from your face like we did on the left side, we're going to now twist towards the face. Now don't get twisted up, just remember, twisted up. No pun intended. But don't get twisted up and kind of get lost on where your hair is. So you want to take a nice clean section at the top of your head, split that section into 2 even parts, as even as you can get them. And then you want to twist forward. So you're taking that piece that's in the front and twist it behind. Grabbing hair from the back now instead of the front. Grab a piece of hair from the back, twist forward, grab a piece from the back, and twist forward. Now notice I'm still twisting my fingers and keeping my pieces nice and separated. I'm grabbing from the back and twisting forward. Grabbing from the back, pushing my index finger through, making sure these pieces stay nice and separated. Grabbing from the back, bringing it forward, grabbing from the back, and bringing it forward. Now when there's no more hair to grab, I want to make sure those pieces are still nice and separated. And I'm going to twist and wrap, twist and wrap, all the way down to the end. Now when I get to the very end of my hair, I'm going to finger coil going towards my face. Alright guys, so we're back. I just woke up, took a shower, put on my face. Now we're going to go ahead and separate these guys. I did sit under the dryer for an hour before I went to sleep, just to make sure that these are perfectly dry. So I'm just taking some avocado oil and putting it on my hand. I already did a test run and I separated one and it looks amazing. So, and I did one in the front as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to oil it, make sure we have oil on our hands. And we're just going to unravel. I like to hold one piece as I unravel. And then when I get to the top, this is where it gets a little tricky for flat twist. There's always going to be one strand of hair, like really little, that's in between. I want to make sure that I separate that little piece first before I go into separating my flat twist at the top. So I'm finding where that little piece is and it'll naturally separate on its own, and I just keep going. So you can see where that separation is in the hair. I just take that down slowly, as slow as I can. And unravel. Making sure I'm not pulling tight at the ends. And I like to separate mine into smaller. Look at that. That is so defined. I love it. Now, myself personally, I never mind a little frizz, but the slower you go with unraveling your hair, the less frizz you're going to have. Look at that. Alright guys, so I picked this out a lot more, as you can see, because you know I do not mind frizz, so this does not bother me at all. I picked it out and I actually brought some of my hair from this side over to this side just because I was losing a little bit of my shape, but it's still super defined and super cute and elongated. What you can do at night is either mini pineapple it or put it all up, and then that will help it out tremendously in making sure you put oil on it every night, especially on the ends of your hair. So if you like this video on Curl Tip Tuesday, and if you are not already a part of the Heir family and you would like to be my uncle, brother, sister, cousin, auntie, and them, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Okay, I love you guys.